kind of dirty things, garbage, sometimes bottles, stones.
And that's from the tea that the settlers poured. How old are you?
5 years.
And the settlers are just beyond this wall, right behind you.
Trying to push us from here, to kick us from here.
In a convergence of law and common sense, both the Mitchell Plan in 2001 and the Roadmap in 2003 defined settlements as the key roadblock to any peace agreement. There are 500,000 settlers in the West Bank. Roughly 200,000 of them are in East Jerusalem, and they cost Israelis about $20 billion a year. Okay, so I made a bet in 2007, March of 2007, that Hillary Clinton was not going to win the presidential election. In fact, I said Hillary Clinton won't even be the Democratic nominee. So the gentleman we're about to go see bet me a case of scotch for him and a case of Palestinian wine for me.
But you win a bottle of wine from me. We bet on something, you win. And I hope the next time I'll win with a bottle of scotch. Anyway, it's from the heart to the heart.
Pizza Obama. Why did you call it Pizza Obama?
I don't know. I like the guy, said the truth to everybody.
But not all Israelis agree with this. And neither do some Americans, like convicted felon Elliot Abrams, who for a time was in charge of the Bush administration's Middle East policy. Abrams insists, along with the Netanyahu government, that the Obama administration is not honoring a Bush agreement with Israel to expand the settlements. And this is another settlement.
Yeah, it's the Great Daniel.
So that's what natural growth is when they're talking about natural growth. So basically...
And they have now north and south and
So this is the biggest settlement?
The biggest.
This one would clearly never be abandoned. They would never kick these people out,
Yeah,
right?
of course. Even in Oslo, when they negotiate the settlements, they said, this one, forget.
What experts say Abrams and Netanyahu take out of context is that the rule of international law makes it impossible for the U.S. to make a legal agreement with Israel on the settlements. Both the U.S. and Israel are parties to the Fourth Geneva Convention. Article 49, Paragraph 6, defines settlements as war crimes.
This area, it's most of the houses here in trouble.
And this is all to control movement?
Yeah, of course.
What do you think that does psychologically?
It's very bad, but it's kind of psychological. You have to feel the occupation every day.
We went back to Hebron because we heard that the family I'd met in 2007, whose 5-year-old son had hot tea poured on him by a settler, had been attacked by settlers once again.
We are in Hebron, and it's a religious city.
There are around 180,000 Palestinians here, and there were some signs that things had gotten better.
You know that all this, it was forbidden.
Yeah, I know. I remember walking on this road with you.
Yeah.
Like, this whole thing is completely deserted. You couldn't drive up here. What happened?
So we are entering the old city now.
David Newman, a professor of political geography at Ben Gurion University, told me things seemed better on the surface because the settlers are in control. Around 500 hardline settlers live in the old city. These settlers are basically squatters. They move into a home, usually while a Palestinian family is on vacation, and while the case moves through the court system, the squatters build a floor on top of the house. And even if the Palestinians win their case, and they often do, the squatters are virtually impossible to evict. And that's when the harassment begins. Yeah, the whole coffee shop is going. I sat right there and I made coffee. There were several tables, little place to smoke.
You can film us when...
Yeah. Is he upstairs?
Yeah.
So where are we going?
We're going into his house. So this
Okay.
is where This is where I interviewed the little boy who had the tea poured on him by the settlers. And apparently there was a fire. And this is where I got yelled at by the Israeli soldiers. So, do you remember the room where I interviewed that little boy?
Yeah.
So this is, it was built maybe 6-7 months ago, I think.
I remember the little boy was right on the couch right here in the video.
Yeah, and they paid this family $2 million just to do this.
Is it shekels or dollars?
Dollars.
So they decided to burn them out because they wouldn't leave.
All this
You can hear
area
them
controlling by different towers. You see one there, and one here.
هون المدة قعدوا ينزلوا إلا شكات فتحوا يعبي عشان يبيع صاروا كلهم عبي بدهم يموتوا كلهم أولاد الله بيعطي بس الدار مش رح ينتخبوه قعدوا يحرقوا ويكسروا الدنيا عشان بيعموا إياه وبرضه رفضوه وقال اطلع وين ما بدك عيش حكى له دور في أمريكا لك بس اطلع من هالدار.
His family, are they going to be able to repair this room?
انتوا راح تكونوا قادرين انه تصلحوا الدار؟
الله ما بدنا نحاول.
What Obama said about the settlers, does that make him feel hopeful?
دائما هون الكل بس استلم الرئاسة بيحكوا أول شيء كويس وهيك بعديها بتيجي بعديها بكم يوم تلاقي غير الحكي بيسوي كل هيك بس يستلم الرئاسة عنا أبو مازن كان يحكي إيش هاي بيسوي إيش غير كلهم هيك بيعمل.
But Obama's in office now, and he's saying now that the settlements have to go.
ولا أي تغيير؟
ولا أي تغيير.
They'll never leave?
Don't expect anything.
Really?
لازم عقد حماس بعتها تروح من هون. هم مخربين البلد، لو بيجيبوا واحد غير حماس غير فلسطين كلها من برات فلسطين يجيب واحد يحكم البلد هذا بتصير كويسة. كل ما هو حماس وفتحة أبو مازن هون ولا عمره بصير هون أي تغيير من مرة. هون قاعدين يقتلوا بعضهم سوا.
شغلت 4 مرات.
لازم يتغيروا هدول. إذا إجا مسؤول من برا من غير فلسطين الشعب بصير ساعتها كويس. غير هيك عمره ما بيمشي الشعب.
أنت ورنيش.
So you can put nuts.
Looks like having the world's greatest donut. 2 years ago, I also met Nawal. I was hoping to see you because I wanted to ask you. You've heard President Obama saying no more settlements. He told Netanyahu, he said, you know, and Congress has said it. I was curious what you thought, if you believe.
No, I don't believe because they build the settlement every day. They took a new land, they're planning to do more. So just talking. When they decide to stop, they will be finished everything. There will be no land for the people.
Yeah. Has the violence gotten worse since I saw you last?
You heard about Gaza.
Of course.
So all the actions happened. The people are upset from what happened in Gaza. So, you know, the life here is better than before in the old city. But it's still difficult. The best thing, stop Israel from doing that. The president not just talking. We can't do anything because of our government, they can't do anything. They are busy with fighting with Hamas. And Hamas are busy with fighting with Fatah. So this is too much for the people. And the settlers, they steal more lands every day. And the soldiers, they make problems here and there. And nobody complains. Nobody complains. It's like they saw the people killed and it's normal. More land stolen every day by the settlers, and they work very hard to tell the Jewish outside and the people outside that they are right, that their land stolen by the Arabs. So maybe they will believe them more than us. But they work very hard on that, and we are busy in many things. Just talking. This is not enough.
Do you think Hamas and Fatah can actually work together?
No, because both of them, they want the government. They want the chair and the money, power. So it's hard to believe that they will stop these stupid fighting. And the people will pay for that, not them. Both of them, they think they are right. Both of them are wrong.